Hello all, I'm Dr. Ravish. So let us discuss about Centerline method for estimation of a building. Before finding the quantities of various items of building such as earthwork excavation, earthwork infilling, foundation bed concrete, size stone masonry, plinth concrete, etc., we should keep some points in our mind that number one, calculate the total center line on the wall in a building. After that, multiplying the breadth and depth of the respective item to get the quantity, then you should be able to determine the number of junctions. And should keep it in mind that at corners of the building where two walls are meeting, no subtraction or addition is required. And remember, this method is suitable for estimating rectangular, circular, hexagonal, octagonal shaped building. And also, you should keep it in mind that it requires special attention and consideration at the junctions meeting points of partition wall. Let us see the meaning of junction. The meeting points of cross or partition wall considered as a junction. Minimum number of walls meeting at a point, that is 3, then only we can consider as a junction. Remember, at corners of the building where two walls are meeting, that one we are not considered as a junction. Wherever meeting that 3 number of wall, that point is considered as junction. Look at on screen. There you can see 2-room building. In that, one inner cross wall and one outer cross wall. So that in crossing of inner and outer wall, their point is termed as junction, where that meets the 3 number of wall, that considered as the junction. Let us solve one problem. Estimate the quantities for the following item of work for a single room building. The item of work given: 1. Earthwork excavation, 2. PCC bed concrete 1:4:8, 3. SSM in cm 1:6, 4. burnt brick masonry in cm 1:6. The plan is given. The inner dimension is 3.40 meter by 9.40 meter and the wall thickness is 30 centimeter. Calculate now total center line length. So how to calculate total center line? Center line length is equal to the wall thickness is given 0.3, that is 0.3 by 2 plus horizontal dimension 3.4 plus 0.3 by 2 into 2. 2 because there are 2 number of short wall, hence I multiplied with a 2, that is 0.3 by 2 plus 3.4 plus 0.3 by 2 into 2 plus again one more long wall we have, that is 0.3 by 2 plus 9.4 plus 0.3 by 2 into 2. There are 2 number of long wall. So if you calculate or if you simplify that, you will get 26.2 meter. Now total center to center length of this plan is 26.2 meter. And one more important point, that is number of junction. In this plan or given plan, there is no cross walls, only 4 wall we have. All the corners are meeting by only 2 walls, hence there is no junction. Hence we can write it as a number of junctions is 0. Before calculating the quantity, we should prepare one standard measurement form. That standard measurement form should contain serial number, particulars of item, number, length, breadth, depth, quantity and the remarks. So in the remarks column, you can calculate the total center line length and you can note down the number of junctions there. Here only one type of wall is given, that is 0.3. Let us try for first item of work they given. The serial number 1, in the particulars of item you can note down earthwork excavation. Of course, we have only one type of wall, that is center line, total center line and the length of wall is 26.2 meter. You write it in the length column or in the box 26.2 and in the breadth column, that is 0.9, and the depth, see the section and note down the total depth of earthwork excavation, that is below the ground level, that is 0.9. Now if you multiply 26.2 into 0.9 into 0.9, you will get 21.22 meter cube. And similarly, can you calculate the another item of work, that is PCC bed concrete in 1:4:8. Again that number is 1 and the length remains unchanged, that is 26.2. The breadth becomes, again it is same as that of earthwork excavation, 0.9. And see the depth of PCC bed concrete in 1:4:8, that is 0.3 given in a section. Please note down that 0.3. And then total quantity, if you multiply all that three values, that is 26.2 into 0.3, that you will get it as 7.074 meter cube. Let us calculate third item of work, that is size stone masonry in cm 1:6. I said there are three types of footing they shown in a section, that is first footing, second footing and the basement. We have to calculate separately because depth of each footing is different. For considering first footing, the length becomes 26.2 and the breadth of that first footing is 0.6 and the depth of the first footing is 0.3. If you multiply 26.2, 0.6 and 0.3, you will get 4.716 meter cube. And go for second footing, again that length remains same, that is one number, again 26.2, and the breadth of the second footing given in a section, that is 0.5, and the depth of the second footing, that is 0.3. If you multiply 26.2 into 0.5 into 0.3, you will get 3.93 meter cube. Now calculate for basement in a SSM in cm 1:6 for basement. Again length remains the same, 26.2, breadth given in a section, that is 0.4, and depth given in a section, that is 0.3. And if you multiply 26.2 into 0.4 into 0.3, you will get 3.144 meter cube. If you use a different material for first footing, second footing and basement, then you need to calculate separately. But now they given size stone masonry work for all three types of footing. Hence you need to make it total, that is 4.716 plus 3.93 plus 3.144 meter cube. You will get 11.79 meter cube of SSM in cm 1:6 quantity you have for given plan and section. And the last one more item of work they mentioned, that is burned brick masonry in cm 1:6. See the section, in the section they are given width of the wall is 0.3 and height of the wall is 3.5 and the length remains the same because here there is no junctions. The total center length becomes 26.2, that you can write it in the length column, that is 26.2, and the breadth 0.3 and the depth becomes 3.5. Now if you multiply all that three values, 26.2 into 0.3 into 3.5, you will get 27.51 meter cube. Actually you need to go for the deduction for opening here, but in this plan there is no opening, only closed room or single room building is they given, hence there is no opening. Directly you can write it as the quantity of given burnt brick masonry, that is 27.51 meter cube.